Thank you for your purchase of the Innokin platform series ZLIDE Atomizer. In part 2 of this video series, this part right here, we're going to talk about basic operation of the tank, and that includes setting the tank up for its initial use, filling the tank, working with the airflow controller, changing the coil, and the child safety feature. So, let's get to it. To set up the ZLIDE Atomizer for initial use, first choose which coil you'd like to use. Two are included in the kit, the 1.6 ohm Canthal coil in the spares bag, and the pre-installed 0.48 ohm Plex 3D coil. The 1.6 ohm coil will give you a slightly cooler vape and can be used at lower wattages. I like this coil at 13 watts. The pre-installed Plex 3D coil should give you slightly improved flavor, a bit of a warmer vape, and improved coil life due to the design and surface area of the Plex 3D coil. I like this coil at about 15.5 watts. Let's assume for this video that we are going to use the pre-installed Plex 3D coil. Whether you use the pre-installed coil or the spare coil, it is important to first prime the coil before initial use. Both of the coils use a cotton wicking material that must be saturated with e-liquid before firing the atomizer. Failure to do so will burn the wicking material. Now you can fill the tank and wait approximately 5 to 10 minutes as the e-liquid soaks into the coil, but I'm impatient and I want to use my tank right away, so let's prime this manually. First, unscrew the airflow controller at the base of the tank. To do that, hold and rotate the airflow controller while pulling it away from the tank until it releases. Once it releases, it can be unscrewed. Now, remove the coil. Prime the coil by placing 3 to 4 drops of e-liquid on the center of the coil. Give some time for the e-liquid to soak into the cotton material. Now, place the coil back into the tank. You'll notice there are 2 flat sections on the tank that correspond to 2 flat sections of the coil. Be sure those flat sections line up for proper coil insertion. If they're not lined up, the coil won't sit properly in the tank. Rotate the coil until the flat sections line up and the coil sits properly in the tank. Once properly inserted, replace the airflow ring. Once the airflow ring is fully tightened, you can push it back into place, allowing you to control the airflow. That same process can be used to replace a worn-out coil. Just be aware of the e-liquid level in your tank when replacing the coil. Although the tank doesn't need to be fully drained when replacing the coil, it should be below the top of this shaft. Before we talk about filling the tank, let's first talk about the child safety feature. The child safety feature is included to keep little hands away from the e-liquid in the tank, and it's also designed to prevent the tank from opening unexpectedly in your pocket or your purse. To open the tank for filling, locate the top cap release button. Press and hold the button while pushing the top cap in the direction of the arrow. The top cap will slide open. With the tank open, go ahead and fill it with e-liquid. The tank will hold approximately 2 ml of e-liquid. Wipe up any excess e-liquid or spillage. And close the top cap. The tank is now ready to be used and enjoyed. The airflow controller at the base of the tank can be used to control the tightness or looseness of the draw. To make the draw tighter, expose less holes. To make the draw looser, expose more holes. Experiment with these settings to find something that's comfortable for you. We hope you found this tutorial helpful and hope you enjoy the ZLIDE as much as we do. Thank you for watching.